Are you wondering how you can get over the top? You're wondering what you can do as a thrower to make constant progress, to love the sport and put those frustrations aside and add feet to your PRs? If that's what you're looking for, I got 2 tricks to help you get over your hump. What's up, everybody? I'm Dane Miller from throwsuniversity.com, and I want to share with you 2 key aspects behind throwing. And we've got to recognize that throwing can be extremely frustrating. It can be extremely mundane. We go out, we do the same things over and over again. And we go into the weight room and we do the same things over and over again. And then we go to compete at a competition and there's not a lot of people there. It's just you and your parents and your friends. And if they get to see you throw and it's raining or it's snowing, it's not an illustrious career, right? But when you hit that huge throw, the payback deep down inside is incredible. That is what makes throwing so special, is that emotional response to hitting that big PR, to feeling that effortless throw. That is what makes throwing so special. So what are the 2 key tricks that we can do as coaches and as throwers to get over that hump? Trick number 1, learn Feynman's principle of teaching. This doesn't sound as crazy or as difficult as it might be, but what is Feynman's principle of teaching? Feynman's principle of teaching is that when you are learning something, you become fully engulfed in that topic. So you can write down topic. I want to learn how to spin, or I want to learn how to glide. I want to learn how to snatch, whatever it might be. And when you write down that topic, you can take that now and you write it down as though you are teaching somebody. So you've got that paper in front of you and you're teaching somebody, and you're trying to learn this concept and teach it to somebody else. Then as time goes on, let's say 2 to 3 days, now you write that topic down again and you try and teach and educate somebody or yourself in as few words as possible. And what ends up happening is that when you're learning a principle, or when you're learning a topic or a concept that is difficult, when you believe in your head that you are actually utilizing this information to educate someone else, it makes it a little bit easier to learn and a little bit easier to remember. And because you're going to be trying to relate this concept to somebody else, you're going to do a better job of relating that content and that information to yourself, the thrower. So when you're learning how to spin, or you're learning how to glide, or you're learning the technical intricacies, or you're watching a technical analysis, and so the more that you educate yourself in the realm of throwing, lifting, mobility, nutrition, all the things that we cover in the Ultimate Throwers Assessment, the more you learn about all those little topics, the better you will be as a thrower. And that's going to help you fully dive into the atmosphere of what it takes to be an elite thrower, and you will constantly be able to make progress and get over those humps. Tip number 2 to busting those plateaus: learn and trust and love the process. Love the process. Love the frustration that throwing creates. Love the fact that every single day you get to go outside and you get to spend time in the fresh air, in the sunlight, and you get to throw a metal shot. You get to throw a metal discus, whatever it is that you're doing. Love that, and love that there's technical details, little small technical details, and big global technical principles, and engage with all that and love that process. Love the frustration that you might have, because it's going to lead to greater gains. When you can learn how to deal with that frustration, now all of a sudden you can take that next step, and you can take that and as Albert Einstein says, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. That's a famous Albert Einstein quote, and I believe that that is applied directly to loving the process. If you can love the process of throwing, and you can learn from what you did yesterday in training, you can learn from what you did in the weight room, you can learn with how that impacts the next day of training. Then when you are in the process of training that specific day, you're more absorbed in training, and you're more absorbed on focusing on your own personal development. And then you can take that same lesson and you can hope for a better tomorrow. You can hope for the lessons that you're learning will help you improve as a thrower. So take these 2 tips, Comment down below how you're going to utilize Feynman's teaching principle and how you can educate yourself and learn greater concepts around throwing, because we all know in the world of throwing, it can get lonely, it can get frustrating, and sometimes you just want to bury your head in the sand and forget that everything's around you and forget all of your life problems. But that is not what's going to get you to the top. So please, if you like this information, like, subscribe, share this video all over the internet. Peace.